Hey folks, how's it going? Uh, George Orwell didn't predict anything special. He just wrote about it. And the only reason his prognostication looks like it's unique and he's like this visionary is because what he talks about is a feedback loop. The suppression of thoughts and ideas is a constant feature of humankind. And the reason it looks novel, what he's talking about, is because the history that you could infer the future he talks about, the historical lessons, they get erased by what he's talking about. So if he's talking about book burning, obviously there's no history about book burning because the books that, a lot of the books that got burnt were burnt. So there's no history. So it's actually like a really interesting self-propagating pattern where you can talk about oppression and how it's this new thing, but in fact, it's just a feature of humanity. But that feature continuously gets erased by itself. And it's just a cycle. It's a feedback loop. It's really hard to just talk about on the cuff here, but let me see if I can think a little harder. We see now language, certain words getting erased out of our, lexicon, and that would appear to be something new. But every time we reach a point in society where we begin to erase words, we also erase the history that got us to erasing words, and then all the other bad things that happen about it. So it's just interesting. There are self-defeating human behavioral patterns, and I really don't think that, I think that our ability to create a historical record is extremely flawed. Maybe that's like a very interesting or very good, if you want to have something to stand for, is stand for accurate historical representation, because I guarantee it's like you can't criticize the past and say the past is terrible, but those people that wrote those books, yeah, they were accurate, or nobody ever, you can't say that there were books burned, but you don't know what was burned because the books were burned. It's like you don't know what you don't know, and you forgot what you've been told to forget, and then you don't know that you forgot it. Interesting. So those are just my thoughts on that.